Hello, guys. Welcome and happy Thursday. I am so thrilled to tell you about Plexus products and the opportunity tonight and why it's been my home for over 11 years. 11 years is a very, very long time, especially when it comes to doing something in network marketing. Maybe you've seen people say, "Oh, I'm doing this," and then they change or they go to something else. So, staying with a company like this for 11 years, why? Why are we here? That's what we're going to tell you about tonight because it has truly been such a blessing to our lives. So if you could experience the products and the community and to be able to bring in an income while making an impact in others' lives, you would totally understand why I'm still here. So that's kind of the mission. We want to share what has been such a gift to us. If you are here tonight and you have also been blessed by Plexus, maybe it's the products that have done something for you, maybe it's the community, maybe it's the income opportunity, whatever that is for you, I'm going to ask you if you would drop that in the comments so that our guests can read some of the blessings that others on the call have experienced, not just myself, but so many other people that have come along with this. So if you don't know me yet, like I said, I've been with Plexus 11 years. My name is Lacy Griffin. And pre-Plexus, I was a former speech and PE teacher. And I love people. I love health and wellness. But I made a 180 decision with my health. I grew up a junk food junkie. Anyone else like grew up on processed food and junk food, soda, Totino's pizzas, Little Debbie's, all those things? That was me. And something happened. I had surrendered my life to Jesus. I'm a Christian. A person of faith. He is everything. And I felt like I was not stewarding my health. And so I went from one extreme of not doing things healthy to trying to learn everything I could do to make better decisions for my health. And in that process, I kind of overdid it. So I started just learning all these things about natural health. And I started running. I was running like 40 some miles, almost 50 miles a week. I was doing all these different juice cleanses. And I just felt like I couldn't do enough. And it was just like, I'm doing so much, but I feel like I'm working so much harder than everyone else. Have you ever felt like that? Like you're doing all the things, but why is it so much harder for you? Like you can't just be normal and get results like everyone else. You got to be extreme. And that's how I felt. And so I was getting really burnt out and just exhausted from feeling like I wasn't enough unless I did these things. So fast forward, I did hit burnout and then I got pregnant and I kind of gave myself a little break from the extreme. I'm like, I'm pregnant. It's okay, you know? So I was normal healthy, gained weight, but I did have a great pregnancy and natural birth. I'm very natural minded, holistic minded, all those things. So this is when Plexus comes into my life. 4 months postpartum, I had thought that like once you had a baby, the weight would just, start to come off. And it was not the case. It was very discouraging. After I had my first child, Jude, 4 months in, I'm still gaining weight. And I was trying to figure out what in the world is happening. And I was also dealing with some mood and emotional issues, which is not normal for me. And so I just found myself every day in this emotional pit. I was kind of mad at everyone, feeling alone, like nobody cared about me. And on top of that, I was gaining weight. It's like the kicker, like, oh, and none of your clothes fit. So I just was praying, God, please help me be me again. I just felt like I had lost hope and I was going to be this just not attractive mommy for the rest of my life. And I didn't want that. And so one of my best friends, the friend that encouraged me and influenced me to have natural birth, to make so many holistic changes in my life, she said, Lacy, I've been looking at this company. It's called Plexus. And I really think that these products are going to help you. They have a drink that helps balance your blood sugar. They have products for gut health. And the side benefit, it's not a quick fix, it's a benefit to those root issues, is weight loss. And so I wasn't skeptical. A lot of people are like, I did it, but I was skeptical. I wasn't because I knew my friend's level of standards for holistic health. And so if she was like, you should do this, I was in. But I did not want to tell anybody. I was fine for me, but I wasn't ready to put my name on it for anyone else until I did my own research before I put it out there for everyone else. So I started the products quietly. I was going to be like a secret user. I was just kind of afraid that people would think I was doing a quick fix when I had been this person that did all these hardcore things, like ran a marathon and did the juice cleanse. And so I didn't want people to think I was shortcutting the work because doing the work is very important to me. But what I found was this was something that was addressing the things that were off balance so that I wouldn't have to work that hard. I shouldn't have had to work that hard, but because I had all these imbalances, I had to work harder than everyone else. And this is what supplementation does. It fills in the gaps to balance the things that need help. And we're going to talk about why we need that in just a second. But here's what I found. 3 days on the products, I started laughing again. And if you know me, I like to laugh. I like to joke. I'm usually very lighthearted, silly. I love to dance. And I started dancing in the kitchen with my son. And I just felt this overwhelming tears of joy, like, wait a minute, that's who I used to be. And she's coming back. And so I just had hope. I knew that it would take time because holistic things from the inside out are not quick fixes. But I just had this hope. If I keep doing this, I'm going to be me again. And I'll just fast forward, save you the time. On these products, I have lost over 40 pounds, like 48 pounds, and kept it off. I don't struggle with migraines like I used to. I used to have migraines all the time. I won't say that I never get them, but they're a couple times a year instead of a couple times a week. That is huge. My skin, so much clearer, so much clearer. I had acne and rosacea and all these things. And I also am a runner. And I noticed that the very first time I went to run after it had been like over a year, I ran 4 miles, 4 miles the first time I decided to go get back into running. The recovery, because you're addressing blood sugar and gut health, like everything is better. I never slept through the night. Now I sleep through the night uninterrupted. I mean, like my energy is way better now than it was in my 20s. And today is my 42nd birthday, and I really do feel better than when I was 22 and doing all those extreme things. I just feel great. So this is why we're here. This is why we're here. We want you to meet Plexus. We're going to get to some of these slides. I don't have my slides on. Okay. Yes, let's go to these slides. So can you see this, guys? Okay. Can you see this? Let me pull this up so I can see it clear on my thing. But have you ever felt like I'm fine? I don't know if I really need any supplementation. I'm just going to eat right and exercise. I was the person that was like, I'll eat right and exercise more. I'll just do more. But you can't exercise enough or eat enough to heal your gut. It takes such a long time if you're only doing it through that. We really do need support. Even the best foods that we eat, our soil is depleted. We're up against so many environmental toxins. I'm at a rental place this week on my birthday, and there's so many toxins in this house that I don't have in my home. I'm so thankful that I have Plexus because we are just faced with so much tap water, antibiotics, stress affects our gut. So meanwhile, we think, I don't know, there's nothing really wrong, but you don't have energy. You eat too much sugar. I was addicted to sugar, even though I was like hardcore and wouldn't do it for like a month at a time. Then I'd pick one day and just binge because I just crave sugar. That's a gut health issue. If you're sick or moody, anxious, bloated, so many people have bloat. Like they know they're little, like they don't necessarily have a weight problem, but they have a bloat problem. That's so many people that start Plexus. Headaches and struggle with weight. Those are some things that Plexus has helped people with. So if you look beside that, there's some standards of Plexus, like the ingredients. I would not be here. I'm a holistic nutrition health coach, natural pregnancy, natural birth, all those things. I would not be here if Plexus wasn't clean. So we can go to the next slide, but they have non-GMO, no artificial colors, all this stuff. Do we want to play this video on gut health? Let's play this quick video. So gut health matters for everybody. We're going to share this little clip.
Hold on, Lacy, go ahead and talk. I'm going to make sure the sound is coming through.
Okay, sure. So one of the things that I didn't know is because I didn't have any gut health symptoms, like I didn't have tummy issues. I didn't understand that my skin, my sleep, my fatigue, my immune system, all of those things are actually connected to your gut. And that's something that I learned about through Plexus 11 years ago. We are called the OG Gut Health Company because we started gut health before gut health was a thing. We started gut health and people were like, don't say gut, that's so weird. And now it's like the norm now. Like the society is catching up to gut health really is the root of all health. How's the video? I'll be quiet. Let you try it.
It's coming. It's just not playing right now. So I'm going to go on to the
Okay.
next slide and come back to it.
Yeah, or we can just skip it. I'll just fill you guys in. Gut health's the root to everything. And if you can see this little picture, this is something that a lot of people have, like, let's talk about autoimmune issues for a minute. So a lot of people have autoimmune issues. This is when your body starts treating, like fighting against itself. And this is so important. If you can see this little graph here, you have the gut, like what goes on inside of the gut, like that's your microbiome. And Plexus has products we're going to talk about in a minute that really help create a healthy, diverse microbiome in the gut, which is the root of everything. But then you have your gut lining. If you see these different stages, what should look like a brick wall where it's like keeping the toxins where they need to be and the undigested food inside the gut, and it's just absorbing nutrients in. What should look like this brick wall in stage one, for most people, it looks like a picket fence. And so there's these little junctions called villi that like they help take in the nutrients and keep supposed to keep the toxins in. But a lot of people have undigested food and toxins leaking into their bloodstream. And so your body is treating that like a foreign invader. And so depending on your health history, this is why so many people have autoimmune issues. So there's a little bit about that. All this stuff, when I started wondering, like, why do I feel so good on Plexus? And then I learned the science to back it up. I'm like, oh, this makes so much sense now. And a lot of people don't know the root cause to their ailments. So they treat all these different symptoms, like all these different issues, but it all goes back to blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation. So we can go to the next slide. Those three things are kind of the root issues or the pillars for health. And this is what makes Plexus so different. I don't know if you've ever tried like a bunch of different supplements in the past and been like, I know it's good for me, but I don't really feel what it's doing. This is what's so different about Plexus is that it's so streamlined and efficient when it comes to supplements. It addresses the root issues that everything is connected to, blood sugar, gut health, inflammation, and it does it with just a handful of products. This is why so many people are like, this is the most efficient way to feel better. And it's simple that so many people can do and affordable. So this is our core system. It's called the gut health system. It's just a drink once a day that we call it the pink drink, and it helps to stabilize blood sugar. Even if you're not a diabetic, everyone has blood sugar highs and lows throughout the day. And so this sheet just helps keep it steady, which really helps your metabolism function better. It helps you the way that your body burns carbohydrates. And I say this that it can help improve your metabolism on both ends. So there's some people who go on Plexus and they call it slim because most people lose weight on it because most people need to. But because it's a blood sugar balancer, there's even people who are underweight. They have too high a metabolism, and this helps them gain weight if they need to. So it just really is a balancer. And then we have two products for gut health: a probiotic that you take that helps kill overgrowth, like yeast overgrowth and bad bacteria, and give you some good guys. And then BioCleanse, which kind of helps flush all those things out and keep your body just eliminating and removing toxins as needed. So these three work so well together. This is what I started with and what most people start with today. We can go to the next slide. So I'll quickly just share, Plexus just added one more high quality product in our gut line that we are all so excited about. This is called Armor. Armor is an A2 colostrum product that really helps not just with the things like the gut health system is going to help with what's going on inside of the gut and help your gut to thrive, but Armor is going to help with the actual gut lining to reinforce it and make it stronger. So people are seeing so many health benefits by adding Armor into the gut health system. And yeah, we are loving it. We are loving it. I have all my family on it, my husband, my kids. We'll go to the next slide. Another product combo that people like to start with is our, oh wait, which one are we on? Did I miss one? Yes, okay. Sometimes people like to start also like with our GLP-1 combo, and this is a product that you maybe have heard of, the purple drink. So this really helps with hunger, to cut out food noise, and it's our liver support drink, Restore, mixed with the Hunger Control Slim, and you take balanced capsules that also help with blood sugar. And so these are a couple mama friends of ours, Megan and Alita, and this has been such an answer for them for their weight issues. And so we often see people start with this or with the gut health combo and the GLP-1 combo. And what's really cool about that is this month, there's a really special offer that if you start with the gut health combo and the GLP-1 combo, this drink over here that helps support extra food noise and weight loss, all of that together, you will get a free 3-day reset. Our reset is our nutritional fast that helps kind of jumpstart. It's not a quick fix, but it's a jumpstart to weight loss and metabolism. It helps your body's cellular cells renew, like a cellular renewal fast. The average weight loss on the reset is 6 pounds. And that's a combo that is that reset is normally $120. And it's going to be free this month. If we want to go to the next slide, these are some product combos that people normally start with. The gut health combo by itself there is the first one. And that is the Slim, the Probio 5 and BioCleanse. It's about $4 a day. And then the GLP-1 combo, that's going to be like the blood sugar drink, the one for food noise, helps with the capsules for blood sugar too, or get it all. And it's only about $7.50 a day, and it comes with that free reset. So we love the products, and there's different ways you can get started, but different ways you can go with it. So everyone's going to start as a VIP, and this is a extra 25% off and 10% off the very first order. And then we have a loyalty program where you can get extra things in with the combo. And that's kind of what we do. You get started. From there, everyone has the option to stay a happy customer or to do more. And that's kind of where Bridget's going to kind of start sharing, because this is what happens when you start feeling so good. It's really kind of like, oh, I feel guilty not telling people how great I feel. I want to share this with people because it can make such a difference. And we also have an excellent opportunity with Plexus for income opportunity. So Bridget's going to share a little bit of her story and how she got started with that. Go ahead, Bridget.
Hey everybody. Okay, can y'all still see the screen? Let me make sure because it's being a little wonky with us tonight. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. So my name is Bridget and I have been with Plexus for 9 years now. I started, well, honestly, like I started for my husband, not for myself. I ordered him the probiotic and the BioCleanse that you heard Lacy talk about because he was having gut issues. And honestly, I thought that we would send them back after every product has a 60-day money back guarantee, which I absolutely love. And so I was convinced, like, okay, we're going to try these. We'll probably send them back and get our money back because nothing has worked and these probably won't work either. So why not? Right? Well, they worked. He told me that he actually got a little upset that I turned the subscription off because then he ran out and he could really tell that they were working. And so I ended up, continuing to order them. I saw my friend constantly talking about the pink drink, right? And so those were the only two products we were ordering, just the Probio 5 and the BioCleanse. He was seeing great results. I was a nurse. I was convinced I did not need them. I was like, you can use them. I don't need them. But I was interested in that pink drink because I was a mom of 4 little boys and I was homeschooling. I was working as a PRN nurse and life was just chaotic and busy. And I felt run down. I was just a mom from the couch, honestly. I slept until they woke me up every morning. And then at night, after I put them to bed, I was rummaging through the pantry and the refrigerator, eating all the cookie dough and carbs that I could find because my body was actually screaming for help, right? And so I used my Christmas money to order the pink drink and I started using it. And I told my friend, I just ordered it this one time. Like, I'm not going to be able to afford it every month. I just wanted to see what it tasted like and what it could do for me. And she said, you know what? Like, just watch this video for me. And she sent me a video of another friend that actually become friends with over the 9 years named Sarah Marble. She was a nurse just like me of 3 little boys, and she had started sharing about these products, right? She tried the pink drink, she loved it, and she started sharing it with all of her family and her coworkers. And she was able to not only pay for her products, but she was able to retire as a nurse. And this was her full-time income, right? And so that's a little bit of how my story got started. I watched that video and I said, okay, so like this could be the answer to a lot of things. And you guys, over the past 9 years, it has been an answer to a lot of things. I will tell you right now that I never saw myself as a network marketer sharing products with other people. I had never done anything like that before, but I immediately text my mom and my sister-in-law, and a coworker that I worked with. And I said, okay, here's the deal. I started trying this pink drink and it has changed everything. And it did, you guys. 2 weeks in, I was no longer taking naps with the kiddos every day. I was getting up earlier than they were every single morning. And here's the crazy thing is the girl who ate cookie dough all of her life, and my husband chides me for that. He's like, I do not know why you do that. It's going to kill you. So the girl who ate cookie dough every single day of her life was no longer craving the cookie dough. And my husband saw that change, right? And so I had a story. I had a story to tell people. I had products that worked. And here's the thing is because the products worked so well, I had an opportunity awaiting our family. Okay. Yes, cookie dough girl, cake batter girl, brownie batter girl, like that's me, right? And so the pink drink changed all of that. And so here's the truth, you guys, is that there are over 44 million Americans that have a passion outside of their normal 9 to 5 job. Right? 76% of those say that they love network marketing more than they love their actual job. I started nursing because I loved helping other people. I saw myself being a nurse forever. I'm still a nurse. I love helping mamas. I'm a lactation consultant at the hospital. I love helping mamas. I love taking care of newborn babies. I love that. But here I am working this network marketing job, and I'm getting to help people from my home. I'm getting to help people change things about themselves and feel better. And not just them, but it's a ripple effect through it all, you guys. And so, what I love about Plexus is that it's completely different from every other company that I've ever been a part of. I don't know, my mom growing up, she did multiple things outside of the home while she homeschooled us and raised us. Her husband was a pastor, my dad's a pastor, and so she would do things to help make ends meet, right? She sold Avon, she did the samples at grocery stores, she did all kinds of things, right? I've seen other people and had friends who sold jewelry and makeup and all these things. You know, they run around, they drove places, they had all the products with them. But here's the thing about Plexus is that it is completely different because they have unique products, consumable products, and transformational products, just like this slide says that you're seeing right now. So you use it, you share it, you love it. Here's the thing is I just tell a friend how much I love the pink drink, and I share my link with them. They place an order through the website and Plexus takes care of it from there. Right? I don't have to keep product. I don't have to make sure I have things on hand. Like Plexus does it all for me, but I'm there to help them, right? Plexus has over 30 unique products, which is amazing because no one's body is the same, right? And so something that I use may not be the same thing that my cousin is using. Okay. And so they have all of these products so that we can be specific to people and to help them with what they are getting started on. They are consumable products, right? That Probio 5, that Bio Cleanse, my husband ran out of it in a month because they are to be used on a 30-day supply, right? If you're using them like you're supposed to be using them, then you're going to run out in 30 days. And guess what? When that 30 days is up, you're going to know that you're out of the product because you're going to feel the difference. And that's unlike the hair products, the makeup, the clothing, you know, my cleaning products, I can really make those stretch. But with these products, like people need these products every single month because they feel good on the products. Also, these are transformational products. You saw Lacy's before and after. You saw my before and after. You saw our friends, Alita and Megan, their before and after. These products help get to the root issues, just like Lacy talked about. They help with blood sugar balance and inflammation and gut health. They help with skin issues and so many other things. And so these three things make Plexus completely different. And the other thing that makes it different is the income opportunity. Okay, so do you see that little starburst effect right there? So in my personal organization, like I have about 40 to 50 level 1 customers that order directly from me. right? But I have over 500 in my entire organization because of that starburst effect. When I told my sister about the product, she was pregnant and she started the products and she loved them. And she told me, like, I love the products, but I'm probably not going to share. You just keep doing what you're doing. I love what you're doing. Well, then she watched me earn a trip for me and my husband to Orlando, Florida for 4 nights. And she said, okay, maybe I do want to share. And so that's what started that little starburst effect with my mom. I told her, I said, Mom, I know that you and Dad are on a strict budget, right? He's a pastor, and I know that, and I get that, and I want to help you get your products paid for. And so that's what we did. We started sharing with her friends and church members and family members, and that's another starburst. So this just kind of shows you a little bit about the opportunity with Plexus, how you make an income. One of our favorite things is next day pay. Plexus has seen how our economy is and how important it is to get cash in people's pocket, right? Because people need an extra $25 to $35 a day. And so when you share with your friend, if you share before 10 p.m. on like today, you're going to get paid tomorrow. Like you're going to get a $25, $20 to $35 paycheck in your account that you can have before the weekend. And that's an amazing thing. The next thing I want to talk about is the possibility with Plexus. Okay, so you can see those amounts that are right there. The possibility is huge, you guys. You can be a stay-at-home mom, you can be an entrepreneur, you can have a job from 9 to 5, and you still have the opportunity that everyone else has. This area right here, this gold, that extra $750 a month, when I saw that as a mom of 4 little boys who was trying to find every single extra PRN job that I could get just to help make ends meet, to help to be able to give, honestly, the reason we started was to be able to give to our church for a building program. I knew that that extra $700 a month was the answer to what we needed. And so I was able to go gold and within a few months' time of being with Plexus and earn that every single month. And since then, I've been able to go on to senior gold, to ruby, to senior ruby. And right now I'm currently an emerald ambassador with Plexus. And I'm making in between senior ruby and emerald every single month. And that is life changing for our family. That has changed so much. And it has allowed us to do so much for other people at the same time. It's allowed me to cut my nursing hours to less than 8 hours every single month that I'm outside of my home and away from my kids. It's allowed us to go on family vacations that we've never dreamed that we would be able to do before. And it's allowed my husband to do things outside of his job, things that he's enjoyed doing even more. And so we have goals. This has helped our family to dream again, right? And so we have all of these dreams and things that we desire, and we want to do it all for the glory of God. And Plexus gives you those income opportunities and those income possibilities just for sharing your link. This is a fun slide to me because this is exactly how I started. So when you refer one person, let's say it's your mom. My mom was my very first person that ordered with my link. And so she ordered, and then my next person was my sister and my sister-in-law. Okay, so this just goes down like, I want you to look at this, your mom, your sister, your brother, your best friends, their mom, their family, the people you do life with, right? The people maybe that you have a school community, maybe you're active in your church community, and then their friends and their family and the new friends. So I know you see these words right here, but I just want you to think for a minute and put a name with those words. Put a name that you know and say, okay, well, it could be this person and that person. This just shows you how endless the opportunity is. Right? So here's kind of like the order. The first thing you do is you pick a supplement stack. We have a wonderful graphic that shows you how you can pick a supplement stack. And the thing is, it's the person who invited you here tonight. They are wanting to talk to you about that because they would love to help you pick out the supplement pack that would be specific to your needs and your goals. Like I said, there's over 30 products in there, right? And that's what we're here for. You're not just going to the store, buying something off the shelf, and then you have no idea how to use it and no idea if it's working, and it ends up just sitting in your cabinet. No, you're ordering directly from a friend, and that friend is going to check in with you. They're going to encourage you. They're going to help you with a specific regimen every single day. And then after that, they're probably going to connect you with the person that they ordered from because that's what we are. We're just one big community, right? And so they're going to connect you with them so that we can all do this together because this is a journey. And then you have the opportunity, you have the decision. If you want to share your link, you can. If you're like, it's not for me, you don't have to. But if you decide to share your link, grab your first three people. Then this shows you exactly what you can earn. One thing that we tell everyone is make your first post on social media, but let's just say that you're not a social media person, right? I was not a huge social media person when I started. I seriously use this right here. Okay. I just text my friends. I text my closest friends. I text my church friends. I text my family members and I said, hey, do you want to do this with me? And that's how it got started. And so we are so glad that you have come here tonight, right? Thank you for coming. We appreciate you being here. We love sharing with people. We love telling people not only about the products, but we love telling them about the opportunity too, because that's what Plexus is about. Like I said, number one, they have products that work and they work really well. And because they have products that work really well, they have built an opportunity and a compensation plan that is designed to bless you so that you can bless others. That's the biggest saying that we have at Plexus. Be a blessing to others once you've been blessed, right? And so thank y'all all for coming. We appreciate it. If you have questions, your person that invited you here tonight, they are going to be reaching out to you pretty soon in a text to make sure that you don't have any questions standing out there and they want to help you. That's why we're here, right? We want to help others, and that's the whole goal tonight. So last but not least, happy birthday to Lacy, and thank you for jumping on here and sharing your story. We hope you have a great day and a great evening with your family. See you later, you guys.